Sarah Grover, and I play Molly Astor.
I'm Jack Barton, I play Peter.
My name is Scott Bayette. I play Black Stash.
What makes this show special?
I think it's one of the funnier scripts I've ever read in my whole life. There's so many jokes for everybody of every age. There's tear-jerking moments, there's funny moments. There's something for everybody. I think it's enjoyable all around.
Yeah, and for true fans of Peter Pan, there are a lot of treats for people, a lot of inside facts about why the crocodile starts ticking, why Captain Hook doesn't have a hand anymore, and why Peter can fly. That's something that you don't get out of the Disney animated movie. So.
It really is such a brilliantly written piece. It's so funny, and yet the sentimentality that comes in at the end for those fans of Peter Pan, it's just heartwarming and wonderful.
What is your favorite part in the show?
Even though I'm not a part of it at all, I'm the one who gets to sit off stage for it, but I get to sit back and listen to the mermaid dance every night, which is awesome. It's so funny.
Tell us about the mermaid dance.
I think I'm not equipped to answer it as well as this guy.
Well, the star stuff that has fallen from the stars that Molly's father and she are trying to get rid of, so that it can't fall into the wrong hands, ends up getting into the water and enchanting the fish and turning them into mermaids. And since there are only 12 members in the cast, all of the men in the cast have to be these mermaids. So we get to come out with mermaid tails and bras and be enchanted fish. Quite fun.
What, Sarah? What is your favorite part of the show?
I think I particularly enjoy the end when Molly has to say goodbye to Peter, because I think that's where everyone who knows Peter Pan starts their story, essentially. And so this is where we sent Peter off to be the boy who never grew up, and Molly becomes the mother of the girl that everyone knows associated with Peter Pan, and it's just kind of a cool transition.
Scott, what's your favorite part of the show?
It's such an amazing character. The role of Black Stash is so well written, with so many one-liners and so much physical comedy, and it's such a fun ride for me. It was interesting. I saw the show, and I remembered the role of Stash, and now being a part of it, I would have to agree with Sarah. It's, the end of the show, when we're all standing out there tying up all the loose ends and handing the story over to what people know already of Peter Pan.
I always hoped if Peter came to visit, my daughter would take my place. And once Wendy grows up,
I hope that she'll have a little girl of her own.
A little girl who will go off with him in turn.
Oh, for the wings of a dove.
and so may we go on, dear Nana. So long as children are young and innocent.
Rude and juvenile in hearts.
Past all the jostles of life.
Till we fly back home.
It's magical, and it touches me every night, really.
And Jack, what is your favorite part of the show?
Other than the mermaid dance, I don't know, when I jump into the water, that was like the most terrifying part of the rehearsal process.
Trust.
Yeah, but that's part of the show where I feel like Peter's finally turning into a hero and he's turning into this brave person, and I feel like that kind of embodies that with that moment. Still a little bit terrifying, but.
Would you rather do a show like this, something that a lot of people don't know, or would you do you prefer doing old standards like Sound of Music, South Pacific, that kind of thing? Sarah?
I probably prefer doing shows like this because people don't know it, and I think it's important to, because it's a show that exists. I feel like it's important for people to be aware of it because The Sound of Music is The Sound of Music and it's wonderful, but it gets done all the time. So people want to see something fresher and a new take on a story that they already know. And it's fun to try and invent a character. I mean, I did see the tour when it came through, but it's fun to not have a standard that everyone knows that you should be living up to. It's not Idina Menzel as Molly Astor, it's Sarah as Molly Astor. So.
Did the director Nick give you guys a lot of freedom to do what you wanted to do? Anybody?
Yeah, I think that was one of the best parts for me, is that I've never seen the show, and so a lot of me interpreting the character was just me sitting with the script for a few months and trying to figure out where he was coming from with everything. And so the fact that he was open to my interpretation of what the character was like meant a lot to me. I didn't have to come in and do exactly what he wanted. I was allowed to kind of breathe into the character and do what I wanted, which is great.
Last question. What happened to the chicken cordon bleu?
Smee ate all of it that was left over, and it gave him really bad gas.
It crossed the road.
Jack?
Teddy ate it.
Nice. Come see Peter and the Starcatcher at BDT Stage, or I'll come find you and get you.
Peter and the Starcatcher plays on the BDT Stage through May 14th. Get your tickets by calling 303-449-6000 or go to www.bdtstage.com.